Everybody sing. Now when the saints go marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in, sing it again. Now when the saints marching in, now when the saints go marching in, yes, I want to be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Oh, y'all sing pretty out there. Joe Daringsburg. Some of young. A beautiful audience out there swinging with us. On behalf of Jewel Brown, Billy Kyle, Joe Daringsburg, Strummer Young, Billy Crunk, Danny Barcelona, little Filipino boy on the drums, little Arabian boy saxophone. We are very happy to have swung this number for you folks. It's cutting out time now. Before we cut out from here, let's take them saints on down one more time. Now I win the saints. Marching. Whoa, boy. When the saints.
In New Orleans, they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God, I know I'm one. tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun.
What heaven means until you've been down to New Orleans.
New Orleans.
You ain't been living till you cuddle and cool. Oh, with the black-eyed baby by the old bayou.
You've never seen Cupid or Queen.
You've never seen those Cupid or Queens like they got 'em in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Ooh, they love you like no one can. It makes you awful glad that you were born a man. If you ain't been there, man, you ain't been nowhere.
Nowhere.
The living's lazy and the loving's fine.
It's so fine.
If you feel low down, so help me, Hannah.
Hannah.
You should lose the blues and lose the oozy, Anna.
So get the lead.
Get the lead
out of your jeans.
Get the lead out of your jeans and hot foot it down to where? New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Louisiana, baby, tells you stay a while.
Yeah.
Live it up.
Yeah.
Love it up.
Yeah.
Somewhere. New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Louisiana, baby, tells you stay a while.
Yeah.
Live it up.
Yeah.
Love it up.
Yeah.
Some style way down in New Orleans.
Riding on the city of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out at Kankakee and rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name and freight yards full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are ya? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old man in the club car. Penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle, and feel the wheels rumbling neath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers write their fathers' magic carpets made of steel. And mothers with their babes asleep are rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are ya? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the city of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, and we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. But all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings his songs again. The passengers will please refrain. This train got to disappear in railroad blues. Good night, America, how are ya? Said, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I'm the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
In 1814 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. We took a little bacon and we took a little beans, and we caught the bloody British in a town in New Orleans. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We looked down a river and we see the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. They stepped so high and they made the bugles ring. We stood beside our cotton bales and didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Old Hickory said said we could take them by surprise. If we didn't fire muskets till we looked them in the eye. We held our fire till we see their faces well. Then we opened up our squirrel guns and really gave them well. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. We fired our cannon till the barrel melted down. So we grabbed an alligator and we fought another round. We filled his head with cannonballs and powdered his behind. And when we touched the powder off, the gator lost his mind. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, they ran through the briars and they ran through the brambles and they ran through the bushes where a rabbit couldn't go. They ran so fast that the hounds couldn't catch them on down the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, my home's in the Delta, way out on that farmer's road. Now you know I'm leaving Chicago, and people I sure do hate to go. Now you know I'm leaving here in the morning. Won't be back no more. Well, I know my little baby, this girl don't know what a shape I'm in. You know I haven't had no loving, boys, you know, and God knows when. Now you know I just been sitting here thinking, wondering where in the world she been. Look out.
It's a sea